Hello. This is my second full day in Bushwick, Brooklyn. I wanted to check in and tell you guys how things were going, but I don't have much to say. I've just been doing regular daily routine things, hanging out. I have a job interview on Sunday at a really cute coffee shop, so hopefully that goes well. I've just been doing a lot of nothing, unpacking, settling in, going to the dog parks in the morning. I've been running a little bit, which has been, you know. So, yeah. Um, the other day, actually, I was almost passed out. I almost passed out from like heat exhaustion. It was crazy. My vision went blurry, and I couldn't stand up, and it happened like 3 or 4 times of me trying to stand up, and then my vision going away, and me getting lightheaded and not being able to stay up, which was really scary. It's really hot in New York. It's like I'm really excited. I'm glad they all have all 4 seasons, but I could go without summer for the rest of my life, probably. Maybe not. Be careful what you wish for. I just like the heat. I left St. Pete for the heat to go away, and it's hot as fucking hell in New York right now. But yeah, I wanted to do a story time and talk to you guys about. I have my little list of all these different terrible things I've done. And a while ago, I was supposed to, when I decided that I was ready to like really get sober, I had to do this list of like the worst things that have happened unintentionally, like because of drugs and alcohol. And I did one earlier video on being arrested on Molly, and I was like 15. And now I'm gonna do the Skyway Rave. So if you guys don't know, the Skyway Rave is it's like a rave they did underneath the Skyway for years. I think they canceled got rid of it completely because of like law enforcement, and then I think they're doing it again now. I'm not sure. If you know about the Skyway Rave, like let me know what's good with that right now. But basically it was I was like 17 or 18. It was my friend's birthday, and we really wanted to do acid. So we went to the Skyway Rave because we didn't know where else to get acid, and we looked for acid, and we were drinking all night, and we finally stumbled upon like some super sketchy people. No offense to them, just like Skyway Rave people. Skyway is like a bridge that connects like Sarasota to St. Pete area, and it's like one of the tallest bridges ever, or something like that. And people like kill themselves off of it, but underneath it they have like a fishing area and like a beach. And we used to throw like Skyway Raves underneath it, and there'd be like different EDM, like crazy mushroom buses where people did like psychedelics and laid in a bus, and there'd be tents set up, and people spinning fire poi and doing like hula hooping and all this like really wookie stuff, And so we went to that, and we found acid, and we were drinking all night. And then we ended up in this trailer where there was like a bunch of people in a circle and a huge mirror between us, and we were all doing lines and lines of what I thought was cocaine, and we were like going at it really hard. And we like lost our shoes, and then and then like the sun came up. All of a sudden the sun came up, and like a Skyway Rave was over, and next thing you know, I'm in my underwear in the water watching the sunrise. I'm having this super like really coming to Jesus moment where I'm like with the water and like in my underwear, and I don't give a shit what everyone's doing. Everyone's trying to pack up and leave, and I'm just like on acid, on a ton of acid, on a bunch of what I thought was cocaine, ended up being ketamine, and was entering a khole in my life. And that was really fun until it got really scary and I realized I was tripping and the party was over and there was nowhere to go. So this dude took us home, me and my friend, and first we went to like my friend's boyfriend's house, and I was like evidently tripping way harder than she was. Like I was deep into a khole and I didn't know it. I just thought I was tripping really hard. And I'm just like walking around our house naked and I can't like talk or think straight. Like I'm gone. Like I'm so gone. Like I looked like I'm from like a psych ward, and I felt like I was never gonna come back. I'm like going through the motions. Like I had somebody come take me back to my house, and I remember just having no idea what reality was. Like in a khole, like I could almost feel reality and then I would slip back in, and then almost feel reality and then slip back in, and I'm just like a zombie, and I couldn't even, at one point I stopped being able to use my like words. I wasn't able to vocally speak. It was so scary. I thought I was gone forever. And then like a whole day goes by after this and I'm still in a khole, and I'm still on like crazy amounts of acid, and I asked my friend to like take care of me and like have her take me to her house. And so I go to her house with her, where she lives with her boyfriend, and there's a bunch of like hippies there, and they make me weed brownies, so they think like I'm gonna pass out. I couldn't sleep or anything. Like, I was just like super, like it was crazy, and I just laid awake, unable to speak to people, and it was just the worst. And it was just seeing shapes and patterns and like not being able to talk and just tripping in my head and in a khole and didn't know what was going on. I kept trying to speak to my friends and like I was scaring the shit out of them because I couldn't use my words. I was just like groaning and it was really scary. Oh yeah. I remember at one point this dude that like does the drums like bus in downtown St. Pete, he like was trying to help me get out of my khole. Like I was like, everyone just thought I was in a bad trip, but like I look back on it and I was just like in a terrible khole, and I was tripping and I was drinking and all of this other stuff. And we like went to a neighbor's house because they were having like an outdoor shindig, and I was trying to socialize with them and I couldn't even speak to them. I was just like so desperate for somebody to hear me, and they were so freaked out. They were like, dude, we just smoke weed, like you guys need to like, we don't want any trouble. I remember hearing that and being like, oh my god, they think I'm like the worst person ever because I'm like on all these drugs, and like it probably looked like I was on like crazy amounts of like weird like bath salts or something. It was insane. I finally came to eventually and was able to speak, but it scared the shit out of everybody, and it was the worst feeling ever to not be able to speak or convey my thoughts. It lasted for like 2 days. It was really scary. It was the worst. So there is another time that I had the best of intentions to just have fun, and I went way overboard and overdosed on, took way too much acid, took way too much ketamine, took way too much alcohol, way too much weed, and it ended up being a fucking disaster. So I'm grateful for my sobriety today. Thank you guys for watching.